Yay! I'm solo. I'm just flying solo today. Welcome. Welcome to another edition of The Accidental Activist. I am Chanda. This is a special Epstein Island edition, part two. Those who joined me last week. I want to say hey to Oz, who's engineering, and he's going to be the voice of God tonight.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
voice of God.
Hey.
Hey, chat. What's up? Hey, Josh Davis. Hey, Steve. Yeah, I'm just mostly smoking weed too. I'm doing some Dutch Hawaiian today. That's pretty awesome.
Ooh, I love anything Dutch.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
especially
good.
when it's
Good
green.
stuff. God,
Especially when it's green.
you got Karen Daly over there in the rock
Hey,
thing. You got
Karen.
Chris
Oh, yeah, my rock fan.
Foster.
Hey,
Got
Chris. I heard you were being
Jim.
funny.
Jim. Jim.
I
Jim.
gotta get
Jim.
logged in.
Jim.
Hey, Jim. Karen Daly.
Karen Daly.
Welcome. Like the
Yeah.
theme song. Thank you. Oz handpicked that for me a long time ago. He's done a lot of work, and maybe we'll close with it like one of these nights so you can see the full video that Oz produced for it. It's beautiful and it's my song and I love it.
Stevie is over at the Natural Progressive.
Hey,
Hey, y'all. Hey,
Stevie.
Stevie. When you going to come on
Welcome.
and have a show with us, Stevie? We were just talking
Yeah,
about
I miss
changing
Stevie.
up
I
the
haven't done a
format.
show
Yeah,
with
I like
Stevie in a
doing it,
long
Stevie.
time.
Stevie, yeah, we're gonna be switching it up. And that being said, anybody that has any ideas for show concepts, we're looking to make some more entertaining shows. So if you have any suggestions besides quit, we'll be happy
Yeah.
to we'll listen to
Don't
them.
even get me started with that shit.
Oh my God!
Oh
Oh my
yeah.
God! Yeah, shit.
So last week, if you joined me, we did a special thing where we started out on YouTube for like the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then the content gets so thick and just stuff like absolutely cannot be saying on YouTube. So we moved over to the Rockfin and it worked really well. I'm so excited. So many of you guys went with us over to the Rockfin and I think we had a good time. I think a lot of people, the feedback on it was amazing. I didn't realize so many people didn't know who Isaac Cappy was. So we did a full show on Isaac Cappy, who he was, what he was saying, and what the speculation around him is. And I just want to note that everything that I am going to say on this edition is secondhand speculation. I'm not trying to claim that anybody's anything. These are the things that I am hearing through reports of everything that I've researched about Jeffrey Epstein or this whole case or anything that surrounds it, Isaac Cappy, Ghislaine Maxwell, anything that we might get into. So just an advisory. These are just my opinions, my opinions. So we're going to start out. Well, I kind of thought we'd start out just with something funny. Huh. And we'll play. Oh, love my card. Yeah. My card's awesome. I love the card. Fair use. Anything I play is fair use. I'm just commentating. So I came across this. This is Biden. Can we get somebody to walk him up the fucking steps, please? Can we? That's all I ask.
He crashed again.
Yep. Look, and you know what that is? He's not picking his feet up far enough. That is a classic freaking sign in the nursing home.
I made it, guys.
I made it. I'm okay.
I'm
I
okay.
don't know. It just gets disgusting watching that, over and over.
God, I thought he was going to knee plant again. I was expecting that was just a
Well,
little
what
misstep.
happens the next time he does and he falls down and breaks his freaking hip?
Harris takes over.
Harris takes over. He could be putting some grease on those steps. You never know.
Somebody probably did.
No, they said it was really windy that day. I don't know. I just stop letting him walk up the stairs. Can't Secret Service or something like walk up next to him?
Oh, for Christ's sake.
I think that would be too blatant. Oh, and I came across this. This is fresh from, I think, 2 days ago. Rose McGowan's been suspended off of Twitter because of Epstein. She tweeted out a picture of a president. I think, well, he wasn't president at the time. He was a former president, Bill Clinton, getting a massage because massage is everything in Epstein's world. And Darcy took her down, and this is what she had to say about it.
What are you so afraid of, Jack Dorsey? A little freedom of speech, going against your cronies. I don't understand why you support evil Jack Dorsey. Then why do you lie? I was suspended by Twitter for posting an intimate photo of Bill Clinton getting a massage by an unknown woman. This photo is actually an art piece. They flagged it for indecency. Now, I would submit that all the porn on their site qualifies as indecency. I was just trying to drive a point home about a disgusting human doing disgusting things. I know Twitter is trying to silence me, and I know a lot of the powerful Democrats are behind it. They deactivated my account entirely 4 days after I helped out Harvey Weinstein, my attacker, in the New York Times expose 4 years ago. There was a worldwide women boycott Twitter for 24-hour protest until they reinstated me. They did, and they have, but I've been shadow banned ever since. That means almost no one can see my tweets. My followers say that they have to turn the notification bell on every day, and that the second I tweet, that it gets shut off, the notification bell. I mean, they're trying to silence me every way they can. Even Jack Dorsey himself, the head of Twitter, the CEO, has personally blocked me. I'm tired of having these men's feet on my neck. I am tired of having their hand over my mouth. With the amount of disgusting people on Twitter, it's truly shocking that somebody who, helped put a criminal in prison is being punished for it, is being punished for going up against the Clintons, is being punished for going up against the machine. Because these guys are all supposed to be these tech bros, right? The little bros in tech. They're supposed to be the freedom of speech people. That's what they stand for. And that is a lie. Just let me speak. I'm a lot less dangerous than you think. I am more dangerous if you silence me.
I have to admit, my opinion of Rose McGowan has really changed over the last few years.
So you didn't equivocate her with the Hollywood sludge that there's normally there then, right?
Oh, come on. We saw Rose with her ass hanging out at the Golden Globes with Marilyn Manson. She was in a bunch of teen slasher movies. I mean, I watched her career develop over the years. And then, of course, Charmed. I liked Charmed. I was really into Charmed. Of course, I liked Alyssa Milano at the time. Oh, we grew up with her.
Yeah, I liked Holly Marie Combs. Yeah.
Right. Me too. Actually, she was probably my favorite out of all of them. But then, Rose kind of, I don't know what happened. She got pushed out of Hollywood because she told Weinstein to suck it. And then, she tried to bring accusations against Weinstein for so long, and they pushed her out of the industry. She couldn't get work, that type of thing. And then when she came out with the Me Too movement, of course, when the truth about Weinstein came out, she was such a strong voice for the Me Too movement, which I supported the Me Too movement, but it got co-opted by the Pink Pussy Hat. Remember, that was at the same time that Trump was getting inaugurated, and they took to the streets to say they didn't want, chauvinists in the White House and all that. I didn't agree with that. They were just protesting him because they didn't like him as and call him, oh, he's a man, so let's protest him. I wasn't a part of all that. So I kind of was like, oh, well, she's buying the neo-lib agenda. I really, at that point, I was starting to wake up. It was 2017. We were coming away from what the neo-libs had done to the progressives. And so she kind of sat in that pocket for maybe a year or so. And that's when her and Alyssa Milano got into it on Twitter. And then, she started to see the truth. She started hearing the truth and finding the truth. And now, I think she's fully awake, and I kudos her because she's exactly what we need so many to do, is to wake up to this fucking machine and fight back. And I see her doing that a lot more. I mean, she's out there, I think she's in Mexico now because she gets so much gruff in the U.S. So I'm pretty sure she's like,
yeah, we need more people to start realizing it's imperative, like Kshama Sawant said today.
Yes.
We must fight back. This is our last chance to fight all these fascist fuckers. From our government to Hollywood to the big donor class, Silicon Valley, all of them. If we don't fight now, we're not going to have a fight left.
Well,
So,
that's why it's so important for us to define fascism, because so many people are buying the mainstream narrative of what fascism is. They confuse it with racism. Fascism comes from the state. It's the state oppressing you. It's the police state. It's the military state. Yes, it's racist, but it's systemically racist.
yeah.
It's not your neighbor who's screaming slurs. It's so different than what people think, and trying to wake people up to that, because we've been fed a narrative our whole entire lives, from our education to our media, to everything, our literature, our art, everything. It has been embedded into the systemic system.
Yeah.
And it's just what it is. But you have to wake up to the whole entire system.
Yeah, you absolutely do. And Josh, Alyssa Milano, yeah, he laughs. I follow her just for comic relief.
Right.
I can't believe how politically brain dead that young lady is. I just can't believe some of the crap I see.
Her
But
husband's a fucking CIA analyst or some shit, right?
for CAA, the
CAA, yeah.
Yeah, the CAA, the Screen Actors Association. And they're, like we were talking about in the green room, I mean, Hollywood is a cesspool. It's worse than I ever thought it was, with the likes of Weinstein and others. So, hi, Barbara Bartleson. She says hi.
Hey, Barbara.
Yeah, so, yeah,
Hey, Jilly.
it's pretty messed up. Hey, Jilly.
Hey, lightning rod.
Yeah. Anyway, we got 14 over on the Rockfin right now. Thank you very much.
Nice. We're going to move over to the Rockfin. I got a couple more clips that we can play on YouTube, and then we'll be packing it in for the night over on the YouTube. So this is an open secret. So what we're going to talk about over on Rockfin tonight is an open secret. Everybody knew about it. Everybody knew.
This morning, more Hollywood heavyweights are being accused of sexual harassment.
There are new developments in the scandal involving movie mogul Harvey Weinstein.
New allegations against Kevin Spacey,
Louis C.K.,
James Toback,
Jeffrey Tambor,
Director Brett Ratner,
actor James Franco,
actor Dustin Hoffman.
This is also the story of an open secret.
Oh.
Open secret. Something
Yeah, ew.
hidden, yet also well known. A common and casual phrase, but one also used to describe the seriousness of sexual harassment in Hollywood. It happens, everyone knows it, but we don't talk about it, like an excuse. Like what happened with Harvey Weinstein and so many others in the entertainment industry. Why is Hollywood so seemingly full of open secrets? For the answer, you first need to understand the industry's power dynamics and a concept called institutional betrayal. Jennifer Fried introduced the term in 2007.
So institutional betrayal is a broad concept. It includes whenever an institution that an individual depends upon or trusts mistreats that individual. It might be the workplace, it might be a school, it might be a church.
Or it might be Hollywood, more specifically, a Weinstein production company. Women spoke out for years. He was a punchline in pop culture.
I turned down intercourse with Harvey Weinstein on no less than 3 occasions.
And yet, he remained at the helm of his production companies, still making blockbuster movies.
Chicago!
And winning Oscar after Oscar.
The other guy that we really need to thank, though, is Harvey Weinstein.
For many people, Weinstein was the industry.
I would like to thank Harvey Weinstein.
And if you were a young actress and put your trust in him, he might betray you. And if he did, you too were part of the secret. This amount of power allowed him to remain a predator for decades.
This was an ensemble film, and it took an ensemble team to make it.
It's said that Harvey Weinstein has slept with more leading ladies than Clark Gable ever did.
I'm not surprised. It's
Right.
it's like I would think it's probably equal to any sports figure that partook in that sort of stuff
God,
too.
he's just a gross
Well, you
monster.
were in the music industry. How many of those people slept with just about everybody? It was
They're
crazy.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere, and that's just it. Our media, our entertainment industry is ran by this casting couch that's been there since the inception of it. You
Yeah.
know? You go back to the 20s and 30s, and the casting couch existed.
Yeah, they were quite open about with what's her name from Kimmy Schmidt there talking about sleeping with Harvey Weinstein 3 times, turning him down. I mean, that was the joke when I was a kid. Everybody went and slept with the director or the producer.
Right.
So yeah, it wasn't such a joke, was it?
Nope, it wasn't a joke at all. But the thing is they all fucking knew. Everybody in Hollywood knew about it for 20 fucking years, and they allowed him to get away with it. Oh, he's powerful, he's rich, that you can't take him on, there's nothing you can do. Women accused him for years and years and years, and they would either pay out settlements, or they would bribe him, or they would blackmail him with something, you know. And that's how this works. This is why it works, is because of blackmailing. And that's why Epstein was so powerful, is because of the power to blackmail.
Do you think, were there a lot of, or were there any that you can think of, questionable individuals that ended up dead and they didn't know why that were doing that sort of stuff? I'm sure there were, weren't there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. You mean actresses or
actresses?
Okay,
all of them.
Brittany Murphy. That's a very questionable one.
Oh yeah, that drives me crazy. That one's nuts.
That, just the one right off the top of my head. But if I researched it, I'm sure I could find a bunch of them.
Yeah, and they just kind of went away. And in the old days, older actresses, actors, producers, directors that went away. So. But yeah,
it goes to a much deeper, rooted problem with Hollywood, and that is how women and minorities are treated, period, by Hollywood.
Right. I'm just amazed at how connected Hollywood is with our representatives in Congress.
The CIA, Hollywood doesn't make a movie that has anything to do with national security or state secrets without the CIA sitting in on the script.
Yeah.
So the CIA has scripted the narrative in Hollywood for, since their inception. They've always been in bed with the studios, always. Because when the studios take, what was that plane movie Hefner did back in the 30s? Like, he had to have he needed 200 or 300 freaking planes to film this scene of dogfighting. Well, where are you going to get those type of planes? Well, you have to go to the military. They lend them to you, right?
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, but it's always been like that. They got to be in bed with those officials and those entities to do
because they rub each other's palms. Like, okay, well, if you want to do this, then we'll do this.
Is that what they do? Rub each other's palms?
So this is Ricky Gervais, and this was at the Golden Globes last year, so probably just now a year it's been this video.
I was
waiting. Of course, many people have already seen this, and it's about 8 minutes long, so I kind of cut out just the middle of when he really goes after some of these, elites. But notice their reactions. They're not happy about this. I mean, they're trying to pretend like, it's funny, but no, they're not happy.
No, I've been looking forward to this. I have not seen it. So I just remember the original one. When I watched it, my jaw kind of dropped and I was laughing my ass off because it was true.
Like, why is he telling truths?
Are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Look, talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care.
Uh-oh.
I'm happy.
Many talented people of colour were snubbed in major categories. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So, fifth time. So, we were going to do an in memoriam this year, but when I saw the list of people that had died, it wasn't diverse enough. It was mostly white people. And I thought, nah, not on my watch. So, maybe next year. Let's see what happens. No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done, Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer, and it's still more fun than this, okay?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself, just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up. I know he's your friend, but I don't care. You had to make your own way here in your own plane, didn't you? Right, but
So, I mean, that was the bulk of him going after him for Epstein, and that. But that was ballsy. I don't know why he did it to this day, but I love it.
Looking at all those pretty people just laughing and laughing. I would have loved to be able to read minds that minute. You know how much information would have flooded. Oh my God! So
You know how much courage it would take to get up there and do that? I mean, you know that you're potentially committing career suicide.
Well, yeah,
you're probably not going to work for a long fucking time.
I think he was pretty, he got as close to it without killing himself as you possibly could, I think. So, that was great. Thank you for that, Chanda.
A little funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
Okay, so at this point, I'm going to have to ask you guys to please jump off the YouTube and join us over on the Rockfin. I know it sucks. I know YouTube's easy. Rockfin's pretty easy too once you figure it out.
Hey, can I add something here before I get too far away? In all fairness, Ricky Gervais' net worth is $140 million.
Ooh.
So the richer you get, the more courage you may have when it comes to this.
This is fucking true. Yeah, if I had that kind of money sitting in the bank, I might be like, I don't give a shit what happens to my career.
Yeah, I don't either. So that was great. Hey, Rem. We need to jump over to Rockfin. So it was pretty seamless last week. Let's see if I can do it without breaking it.
I just want to say goodbye to our YouTubers. Thank you for joining us, and go over to Rockfin. Look up Roar Media, and you can watch the rest of the show. And yes, Jim, this is a very music-friendly show.